I'd like to welcome on stage former Foreign Affairs Minister George Vella, a keen observer of the Mediterranean and also the Middle East, I should say, who will be presenting an award to Marco Panzetti, Italian journalist, whose winning entry focused on the journey at sea while on assignment with SOS Mediterranean on the Aquarius. Please.
I've always been interested in the subject. I think there are many reasons. I'm from Italy. That's one of the reasons. As you all know, Italy right now is the main door, the main entrance to Europe for people coming and trying to reach Europe. And it's actually right now the only country admitting people that is rescued at sea. And that I'm normally very critic about my country, about many things, and I'm not saying that right now Italy's work is spotless, but if it wasn't for Italy right now, the Mediterranean will be an even worse graveyard. So I think being Italian is part of the reasons. And I don't know, I've always been interested in, the beauty of multicultural environments. It's a life-changing experience. At least for me, being out at sea on a ship, rescuing people. I was not the rescuer, but I was documenting the situation and witnessing that, seeing the situation with your own eyes is definitely something that is life-changing. You don't go back to what you were before. You see these people coming with nothing. I mean, literally, they barely have clothes on them, and see people in these desperate conditions, and that are basically sent to die because that's what's going on right now. These people is sent to death. They are putting them on overloaded dinghies, which are completely unfit for navigation at sea. So it's basically sending them to almost certain death, and see them coming on board and see finally some hope in their look. It's something that really changes you, but it's also it's happy on a way. It's also sad on another point of view, because you also know that probably what they are expecting for the future is not going to happen, probably, or not. I mean, it's going to be harder than what they think. For me, as a freelancer, this award and this prize that have been given will definitely be key for the next months and will help me out in doing my job, doing it properly with proper funding, and that is basically everything for a freelance that you need. It's basically freedom to work. That's what it is. I will keep working on my long-term project. It's more than 2 years now that I'm working on the subject of the migration crisis, and I will keep doing that. Next project in line is about asylum seekers in Italy. So I will try to testify and witness what it means to be an asylum seeker right now, what it means to be waiting for almost 2 years to have an answer on your request and maybe then be denied. And it's a sort of limbo that I think it needs to be documented.